morning, champions. Happy Wednesday morning, coming to you live from the 5 a.m. club where we get up early and we conquer our morning to own our day. Hope everybody's having a fantastic Wednesday morning. And as you get up this morning, hopefully you had a fantastic Tuesday. So many of you all did. Can't wait to shout everybody out on the call this morning. And that's what it's about, right? We talk about consistency all the time. Yesterday we were talking about just mindset, right? And understanding that fear of rejection is the biggest limiting factor to our success, right? At the end of the day, like, yeah, do we want to dial as little as possible? Sure. But at the end of the day, who cares if we had to dial 40 leads or 200 leads on the day, right? Because we know that if we have that mindset every single day, is I don't care if I have to dial 200, it's not going to average that, right? It's going to average much lower because you're going to have the 40 dial count days. And so that was the mindset portion of it. Now it's that reminder about consistency, right? Because too often us as agents, and this goes for a lot of things in life, will do one of those things one time and want to brag about it for like a week, right? Well, I got 6 hours of talk time on Tuesday, and making a bigger deal out of something that should just be routine. It's like my children, right? My children came home yesterday and they're like, Daddy. I'm like, what? And they're like, we made our beds today. And I'm like, cool, buddy. Like, you're supposed to do that every day. Like, that's just the standard level of excellence that's expected in the house by your mother, right? Like, you're not going to get a congratulations, good job, pat on them. You're not going to get any of that because it's what's expected, right? You're only going to get that acknowledgement if you go above and beyond, and that's what I'm trying to teach them, because that's kind of what it took me so long in my own life to figure that out, right? And so instead, it's just like show up, put the work in, and don't expect anybody to notice, and just be consistent with it, and it's going to pay off because we're really just doing it for ourselves. And so that's what I was trying to teach them. That's what I had to teach myself. And so that's the message that I continue to try and relay to each and every one of you, is like the biggest part about this and kind of being our own boss and running our own business and all that stuff is just putting in the work when no one's paying attention, and just knowing that we've got to do that day in and day out. And in the big picture, everybody will notice, because the consistency is going to put you at the top. It's going to put you at the top of the string. It's going to put you at the top of Ultimate Challenge. It's going to put you in President's Club. But all of those things take weeks and weeks and months and really a year's worth of consistency. And that's the key, right? And so we've got to get to that place where we don't need kudos for doing what we needed to do to get over 6 hours of talk time, right? We just do it without anyone noticing, without anyone asking, without anyone pushing us, and that muscle memory is going to change everything. That's what I do not every single day, but every other day, going to the gym, and then every day with 5 a.m. club. I just do it. And I don't expect anyone to tell me, like, good job, James, this and that, all that stuff. I just do it. And I've done it every single day and for years, and so that's why I've been able to lose the weight and maintain losing that weight. And that's very important to me for my health with my back and my arthritis and all this other stuff. The consistency and the weight loss and being able to keep moving and stuff, it's so important to me. I don't need anybody else to give me a pat on the back or acknowledge it or do anything like that. I'm doing it for myself, but it takes a lot of hard work and accountability for myself. So that's my message this morning. Hope that helps somebody there. Hope that it helps those of you that did your activity yesterday to realize, just do it again today. No big deal. And for those that haven't yet, to show up today and make it happen. So let's aspire to be better today than we were yesterday. Let's do it every single day. Be amazed at where you end up, folks. Let's have a fantastic Wednesday. Don't forget, income replacement training off and running this morning. Let's make it happen. Make sure you're there. I'll see everybody on the National Call soon. I'm out. Woo!